I think. Hey, this is Johnny Beane, live, 5:06. Wow, right on time. 5:06 out here at least, PM. 8:06, where you guys are, I believe. 8:07.
8:08.
8:08.
No, it's 8:06.
May 19, 2017. This is Johnny Beane. I don't know if I said that. Who's in here? Looks like there's a couple guys looking at me. Who's the guy in the glasses?
Go ahead, Mark.
It's Mark from Tone Talk. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, look, you got a T-shirt. Is that your shirt?
Actually, this is an Adam Reaver shirt. This is actually FU Tone.
Oh, cool.
But it actually works out really well because I love it. It actually says "Got Tone." I kind of like that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So, but I am making shirts up eventually. Although
Yeah.
I don't think Dave was that into it. I sent him like a concept of the T-shirt, and he never got back to me. It was kind of like, nah. Or at least I asked him if he wanted one. That was what it was.
Well, as long as they don't have your names on them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody. Yeah, Nesdal, he wanted to make a shirt, but it was just his face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, like, you know.
I'm like, I'm not wearing that, man.
Have you seen this moron? Yeah. If you do.
Yeah, we're just kidding. We're just joking. We're just joshing.
You can make some slip-ons with his face.
Yeah. Yes. Pris 46. Pris, if you're I know you're here. Can you please tweet this out? Richard, Stefan, who else is in here? Desiree, I hope you're okay over there. I hear that the weather is pretty bad.
Tornadoes.
Mr. BHB, that is Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Steve Anderson is in the house.
Oh, goodness.
Everybody, hello everybody. We got 25 everybody's here. Friday.
Awesome. It's Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
All day. Long day.
It's been a long few days.
Yeah.
I know what you guys mean. Jimmy Carr is here. Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy, dude.
Jimmy, dude.
Yeah. It's been crazy. I know everybody. I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but we didn't have time. Not that we were on, but
we were supposed to
about it. Yeah. I was stuck down in downtown Santa Cruz all day. But we want to talk about Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
And what's going on with that. It's, I mean, the more the days go on, the more shocking it is. Yesterday I was listening to Audioslave, which is one of my favorite bands, and I wish I would have seen them live. They were out here a couple times on tour, and I missed them both times. And I'm a huge fan of Audioslave. I mean, Soundgarden, yes. Chris Cornell, solo stuff. But the Audioslave stuff is the stuff that I really dig. Because I'm also a huge fan of Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I love Rage. I loved Audioslave. I think I actually, it's really bad of me to say this. I think I saw Audioslave at Lollapalooza, but I was so excited to see Jane's Addiction. That was the reason why I went.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of Audioslave at the time was kind of an afterthought for me. So, but I actually think they were on the bill. I think I saw them, but I can't really remember. Actually, you know what? It wasn't. It was Alice in Chains, and they had the that newer singer. That's what it was. Yeah, I didn't see them, unfortunately. I would have loved to have seen them too. That's now that I think about it. Yeah, I was confusing it with Alice in Chains.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's really sad. I woke up to the news yesterday, and like I literally I don't even think my wife was up, and I woke her up. I was just like, I cannot believe that what I'm reading right now. Like, this is crazy. It was shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting here. Because I'm 3 hours behind you guys, and I was sitting here. I guess the night it happened, and literally, like right when it was reported, all of a sudden, there it was, and it was like, wow. And then some friends of mine chimed in that were actually at the show that night that saw him.
Oh, really?
They were telling me, yeah, they're like, wow, I just saw him play, and then it wasn't until I woke up the next morning where people were saying kind of what happened or whatever, what they thought happened. I guess more news is coming out every day. I think this morning there was even more stuff, you know.
Yeah, they're digging into the dirt, unfortunately.
I know that always happens. That always happens. There's always, you know, that's where the news is, unfortunately, and that's horrible.
Yeah, the part that really
they can't let the they can't let it lay. They can't let the die rest in peace. But
no, they got to dissect it every 6 ways till Sunday to rip the person apart and degrade whatever it was, about them that made them great. Yeah. Somehow now they have to turn it into whatever was about their personal issues.
Yeah. But I watched Pete Thorne's tribute earlier today.
That was beautiful.
And yeah, I mean they were great friends apparently, and it just I knew nothing about him other than him being one of the best singers of that era. I mean I loved him because of his voice, but I knew nothing about him or his bands or anything like that. I couldn't even name a song other than Black Hole Sun. No, I can't. That's not my style of thing. And until I heard Pete's tribute to him and heard about what the type of guy he was, I am going to go out and say this, that I thought I was angry. I was angry at him being just, another Seattle-based singer that killed himself. Until I knew more of the person, and I feel horrible that I ever thought that way, without really knowing about the person or what type of person he was, and I was mad. I was mad at first, and I'm not mad anymore. I'm really upset over it.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, I mean, you go through like the gamut of emotions. I think people get mad. Like how can you do that? It's a whole thing with that type of occurrence when suicide happens. But the thing that got me the most was a post that somebody put, where he had recently in New York sang a redemption song with his daughter up on stage. And that was the part that just really wrenches me, which is like his kids, and
I get angry. I get angry at that he left 3 children behind.
Is it 3? I thought he had 2.
I think it was 3 children.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was 2, but either way.
3 children. Regardless, two children, 3 children, It's maddening. It's maddening. It's upsetting. It's how do you do that to your children for them to grow up with no father? Nothing is that bad. Nothing in life is that bad. Nothing.
Well, like I said, you don't.
But who am I to say I wasn't in his shoes?
You just don't know. You don't know the throes of what someone's going through, and I not to say that that's the answer. God, no, that's not the answer for anything. But. It's sad. It's really sad. I feel very bad for his family, his friends. But, as a musician, as a person who loved his music, and I would recommend, Dave, the first place to start with him, if you want to check out a great album, would be the Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog is, to me, it's such a
Hungry. If that's the song Hungry?
Yeah, but that's like the least quality song on that album. Like every other song on that album is just amazing. To me, it's a great album. I don't know, Johnny, what do you think of that album?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
I remember that song from MTV, but I don't remember anything else from that era.
Yeah, that album it wasn't like it was more of a sleeper album, really. I mean, it just had that one song and that's it, but there's some real rockers on there, and his voice is, like when Zeppelin was reforming, I said, please get Chris Cornell. Please. Can you imagine Zeppelin with Chris Cornell on there? It would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would actually be a good singer in the band.
We wouldn't even.
Because that never happened before.
Oh, get out of here! Oh no! Oh, I can't believe I just heard that.
That's like Roth. Come on. Yeah, I mean, they're perfect for the band. Both singers were perfect for the band, but neither one could sing.
Here we go.
We could we could really debate that. Look.
No, there were songs where Robert Plant, his performances were amazing, and there were songs where they were a little less than amazing.
Of course, live, studio. Both Roth and Robert Plant were studio guys. They were great in the studio, and then live sometimes can be great, sometimes not. But same with Jimmy Page.
Absolutely, I love Jimmy Page. An amazing producer, amazing songwriter. Okay, guitar player. I mean, his riffs were great. His performances were okay.
Live, he was sloppy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlie. Yes, I am serious. How about that?
Uh-oh. Them's fighting words.
I'll fight. I'm in a fighting mood. I'm always in a fighting mood. I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm. Where's your airplane reference though?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have an airplane reference.
Aren't you the one that always does those? Surely you can't be serious.
Oh,
isn't that airplane?
Yeah, but he didn't say surely you're not serious. You can't be serious. He said Dave.
Oh, well, you know what I'm saying though. Yeah. Speaking of Page, did you see? Didn't he do a tribute to Cornell?
He did.
Didn't he say? He said something. Mm-hmm.
He tweeted. I think he tweeted something about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Huh? Who's calling me?
Oh, it's a call.
That's gonna be Charlie S. He's gonna yell at me on the phone.
Charlie S.
Uh-oh.
Whatever.
Huh? Hey, Charlie S.
It's me, buddy.
Hey, man. No swearing though, please.
No swearing. Listen, I gotta straighten your buddy Dave out.
Okay, straighten me out.
First of all, Dave, I'm from Jersey, so you got nothing on me being from New York.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and?
I don't know. You can't hear Dave over the phone. You can hear him on the video though.
All right. Well, first of all, the beauty of Jimmy Page's playing is the so-called sloppiness of his playing. And
I agree.
I'm shocked that Dave would say that. I'm taken back.
Tell him I agree with him.
He says he agrees.
No, that's what makes Page great. There's that element of
looseness.
Yeah, looseness. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Robert Plant is by foremost the most all-around best rock singer that there ever was in history.
No way.
Tell Dave to check out the tapes. I was at Madison Square Garden in 1978, and it was a life-changing experience seeing the both of them live.
That may be a life-changing experience. Tell him this. Tell him I'm saying this. He may be right by saying that, but I'm sorry, Plant is not as good as Paul Rodgers. Paul Rodgers, in my opinion, is the best singer in rock and roll.
So who else could sit down on a stool and sound like I'm just listening.
Oh yeah, there's a delay.
Paul Rodgers is a great singer. I love Paul Rodgers. He's my second best favorite singer of all time. He's got a strong voice, but you got to give Plant the credit with his chops. You can't deny it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, I love Plant. I love Plant. I love early Plant. See, 78 to me is where he started to falter. His voice wasn't that great, but 16.
Plant has such a soulful, strong voice.
For the most part, yes. But I mean, if you listen to some of the recordings, he's flat.
Right.
He's outright flat in some of that studio
Thanks for
stuff.
calling, man. Bye.
Hey, I love Plant. I will defend what he's saying. I think Plant is freaking awesome. I used to be blown away. Like when I would listen to Eddie, I would listen to Plant, like the 1969 and recordings of 1970 bootlegs and stuff that they finally ended up releasing in their box sets and stuff. But his voice was incredible. You know,
I think you guys are missing what I'm saying. I never said that he sucked. I never said that Led Zeppelin sucked. That's one of my favorite bands. I said that there's some stuff that he just, you know, if you listen to it, it's like, you know, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. There's some stuff there that could have been fixed. You know, like his voice. I can't think of song titles at the moment.
Are you talking about on the albums themselves?
Yes, on the albums. Yes, not on the live stuff. On some of the albums. What's the song? Something in the Rain. What's that?
The Fool in the Rain?
Fool in the Rain. If you listen to some of the lyrics in that song, he clearly sings totally flat. It should have been fixed. And yes, I mean, probably they left everything in because of the vibe of the song, but vocally, his performance is not great on that song.
Or do you mean the Rain song? Is it a slower song?
Not the Rain song.
Okay.
Fool in the Rain.
Okay. I don't know. That never struck me as
well, it's because that's how we know the song, and it's been that way forever. But if you listen to his performance on it, it's like, you know, come on.
Okay.
And that's just one song. There are other songs like that too, in my opinion. And these are my opinions, and I'm sticking to that opinion. You guys can all hate me for it. I don't care.
See, I'm not a big Paul Rodgers fan, quite honestly.
And you know, I'm not going to tell you you're crazy. People love them or don't. Or,
I mean, I like Bad Company. I love Free. I think they were good bands. He had a powerful voice, but like if I were going to pick another voice that I would put up there, as I would say Freddie Mercury. Amazing voice.
Yeah.
802 Blues just said that.
Wait, and Cat Dumpling. I think people that need auto-tune and artificial and all that crap, I think they shouldn't sing at all. I personally think there shouldn't be any of those records out. If you can't sing, if you have to use auto-tune to sing, you shouldn't be a musician. You shouldn't be singing. So I get that.
Well, records aren't made like when Led Zeppelin was making records.
I understand that.
They're not made like that at all anymore.
You had to be a good musician to make records back then. Now you don't even have to be a musician.
Go back to the big band, the 40s.
Yeah.
All that stuff was done live.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the way you hear it is exactly how it was done. Nowadays, everything is cut and pasted like you guys wouldn't even believe. None of it's real.
Yeah, they probably just make one riff and repeat it on a loop.
Oh, not even that. They every note can be taken from different takes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Every syllable of every. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
It's crazy.
Drop and drag. That's right, Joe. Oh, Joe wants your hat too, by the way.
Oh, my hat? I love this hat.
That is a cool hat. I've never actually seen that hat before.
No?
Nope. Never seen one like that. That's good.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, it's at the Van Halen store.
They just came out.
You've seen everything Van Halen, Johnny.
Yeah, this is the Van Halen store shirt. Hat. Yeah. It's all right. It's been a long week.
Yes.
So yeah, back to Chris Cornell. Great singer, amazing talent. I definitely recommend Dave, you getting Temple of the Dog. So this is one of the first songs on the album, Say Hello to Heaven. It's almost chilling to listen to it now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to check that out.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Probably look up.
I'll just buy it.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So what else, Johnny? Is it garbage today? Garbage Friday?
No.
Yeah, Johnny, are you good?
It almost turned into it. No. We do garbage on Wednesdays. Hey, Vinny. Vinny says it's Fusion 50 time.
Yes.
Brent Z rocks. Jimmy Page is a recording master, he says. You guys are fighting about Dave, about you calling Jimmy Page sloppy? Is that what?
Apparently,
that was?
whether it's Jimmy Page or Robert Plant.
Oh, because Edward himself said that Page was sloppy live in interviews.
Well, yeah, but
I think a lot of people did.
That's part of his. That's part of
the
cool thing about Page.
He said Edward Van Halen said himself in an interview in the 80s. I remember him saying that Jimmy Page, the way he plays live is like a baby with a broken arm or something. That was it was. Yeah,
like.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, like 2004 Eddie Van Halen.
Okay.
I just had to throw that in. I'm in that mood today. Come on, okay. I'm in the mood.
Now you got me hating on you now too.
Whatever.
There we go. Everybody, Charlie, call back, man.
That's the least of my worry.
That's so funny.
Here's
Cat Dumpling. Cat Dumpling actually, she agrees with me.
Cat Dumpling's a she?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I made that mistake once. I called her a he, and she got all over me.
Mm-hmm. And she's actually a cat?
Charlie, yes, no, I didn't go see Warren DeMartini. I would like to, but I don't go to the Music Zoo.
No Music Zoo.
No Music Zoo for you, Nesdal.
Exactly. We don't need no stinking Music Zoo.
Huh? Eduardo. He saw Page and Coverdale in Brazil. Man. Do you guys remember that Coverdale Page?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I have that album.
And Page was he was really on his game. For Page, he was on his game back then.
It was a cool album.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, when it came out, where they were working on it and all, I was just like, oh my God. Because Coverdale was already the Page, the Plant ripoff as it was. So I was like, I kind of was looking down on Page on that. I was kind of like, why is he doing that? But then when it came out, it was pretty cool because it also had Jason Bonham on drums.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's right.
The Outrider album, which is probably one of Jason's first recordings, professional things that he did. That was really a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the Coverdale Page thing, didn't that came out right in the middle of the grunge scene too, didn't it?
It was like mid-90s.
What was that, 92 or maybe
92, 93 somewhere?
Mm-hmm. I think it was.
Because I know, there's a lot of rock guys who weren't into the grunge thing, and I think that was something they could look forward to.
93, it says. Recorded 91, 92, and released March 15th, 93.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies, man. It's crazy, right?
I'm an old man.
I think it had, I'm looking to see if it did have on drums. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that he played drums on it, on one song.
Could it be? No, I was going to say Tony Thompson maybe on drums.
No, it says Denny Carmassi, drums, percussion. Interesting.
Yeah, Charlie says, how about the Firm? Well, maybe not the Firm, but Page Rogers.
Yeah, that's actually
great too. And Page joined the Firm after not playing guitar for years, like not touching a guitar for years.
It's so funny, I always forget the Firm.
Radioactive.
Yeah. I bet you there's a bunch of other songs that I've not even heard on that album that are probably really good.
They're all great. I remember that. I think there are two Firm records, and they're all great. All songs are great.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that's the only song that I think I heard was the Radioactive.
Yeah, it's the only one that's like popping into my head. But I bet you I mean, how bad can it be? Jimmy Page, Paul Rogers, got to be great.
Yeah.
Who else was in the band?
Guaranteed was their other hit.
Oh yeah. Who else was in the band?
I think in that band, Tony Thompson was the drummer. And I don't know who played bass. You know what? It might have been John Paul Jones.
Interesting. I'm looking it up.
Or maybe it was Tony Levin.
Tony Levin. He's amazing.
Tony Franklin.
Tony Franklin.
Tony Franklin.
Yes, it's Tony Franklin on bass, Jimmy Page, Paul Rogers, and Chris Slade on drums.
Wow.
Who I didn't really know much about. Chris Slade. Oh, he was the guy who was in AC/DC.
Oh, no kidding.
The bald guy.
Yep. And isn't he in AC/DC as of right now? I think
he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back because Phil Rudd
is having
had some
problems.
issues. Yeah. Now they're down to basically 2 original members, right?
Yeah. Actually, Brian Johnson I think is now back in the band.
Oh, is he?
I think he had some ear surgery, or he's about to have ear surgery. Something to that fact, where he's going to have hearing again. So yeah, I think he's back in the band.
Wow. I hope he protects it.
Yeah.
They are one loud band. You ever see them live?
I
No,
know.
I never have. And Charlie, yes, I've never heard of Stevie Ray Vaughan being sloppy. Never. He is a master of his craft.
Oh man, Stevie Ray Vaughan was.
He was the master. I ever heard him. I never heard other than the Star Spangled Banner at the Astrodome. I never heard a bad note come out of him ever.
Yeah, he was like an endless stream of incredible fluidity. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, it was just. Yeah, I never heard him play a bad note either. I mean, you watch the El Macambo or any of those live videos, and it's just like, my God.
Yeah,
that guy is.
He was always on even during his worst drug years. He was always on, always.
Yeah, he was like an endless
guitar
tap.
playing never suffered.
Yeah, he was great. That's a sad story because he was trying to get his life back in order. He had quit everything. He was all straight.
Yeah.
Crazy how life works.
Yeah.
So did you guys just
Charlie says that he's not saying Stevie was sloppy, but critics were. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying that you said it. I read your statement, you saying that the critics thought so. I'm just telling you that I never, he's in my top 10 absolutely, and I've never heard a bad note come out of Stevie Ray Vaughan or a sloppy note. Again, other than him playing the slide Star Spangled Banner at the Astrodome, that was pretty bad, and maybe that's what people are talking about during his sloppiness. But one thing doesn't make you bad.
Yeah, his tone was sick. I mean, the fact the guy played with what, like 13s?
Yeah. Even towards the end, he played with 13s, but an 11 on the high E string.
Crazy. I can't even. I have 12s on my acoustic. I can't even come close to that.
Yeah, I can't bend 12s. I can't. I can't even fret 12s.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that he had seriously muscular hands and wrists.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then on the opposite side, you got like guys like Billy Gibbons who are playing 8s.
Yeah, and now 7s. As of right now, he's playing 7s. And that's crazy. I didn't even know they made 7s.
Neither did I. But interestingly enough, I saw Billy Gibbons live, and he still sounded great. His tone was good.
Yep, it's all in the fingers. I don't.
Yeah.
That's where it begins and ends for me. The fingers. Amazing.
There's something to be said about that. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No one's ever going to tell Billy Gibbons that he's got, thin tone ever.
No. He could put 8s on that Pearly Gates guitar, and it'll still sound amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't it the bass player's birthday today?
Hmm.
Did you see something about that? ZZ Top?
No, I didn't.
I didn't see that either.
Is that today?
Frank Beard? No, that's the drummer.
That's the drummer.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember that. That's the
one without the beard.
Yeah, he's the one without the beard, and his last name is Beard. That's right. What's the bass player's name?
I'm trying to think of his name now.
Dusty?
Dusty, that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I saw something on, scrolling through, the internet. Yeah, sevens and 8s on a guitar. I always got made fun of years ago. People would be like, "Oh, you play Van Halen? Oh, you must use 7s." Always got yelled at and made fun of. And I've never gone. The lowest I've gone is 9s. But
yeah, me too. I've never gone lower than 9s.
I tried 8s once and broke E strings. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I can imagine you just be able to just bend it right up like a step and a half and pop a string.
You can bend the entire fretboard.
Yeah.
All you need is one string going down the middle, and you can play every note in one bend.
Oh man. Hey, have you guys ever seen these guitars that have these frets that are like sideways?
Yeah. Yes.
Fanned frets.
That's
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with that? And I recently saw a bridge. It's it's that guy who works with Adam with FU Tone. That Marco Italian guy who builds
the Italian company.
Yeah, and he had they're gorgeous. I don't know Marco something, but the bridges on it are actually like the saddles are at a diagonal, and the frets are all like, at a weird angle too. And I was like, wow, that's weird.
It's for intonation purposes, because a guitar is a 12-tone instrument. And intonation's never 100% perfect on it. It's just impossible to do with regular frets. If you notice, I think Steve Vai's Evo guitar, or one of his guitars, or maybe even more now, some of his guitars have frets that are actually, they're like zigzag. They look like lightning bolts. They're not straight. They're not fanned. They're actually kind of lightning bolt like, and they're for perfect intonation. And they're each fret is a little bit different. It's done mathematically.
Wow.
And the fan frets are like I'm not going to say a cheaper way to do it, because that's not really the right answer, but it's a less intricate way to do it.
Interesting. Excellent explanation, David.
Yeah. Thank you. I hope that redeems me for saying that Robert Plant and Jimmy Page suck. No, just kidding.
Oh man.
No, those 5 thumbs downs are what those are angry people.
They're all for you.
They're all angry at me. It's okay.
It's all Dave.
It's okay. It's not my channel.
That's right. It's not his channel. Go to his channel and thumbs down him over there, please. Not here. See, Dave, what are you doing to me, man?
I just gave a thumbs up.
There you go. I'll give one.
Jumped up to 18, but the thumbs down went. See, it's inevitable. Whenever you mention about the thumbs down, you get more thumbs down. Why is that?
Because people think that it really bothers me, and they they're trying to get me upset about it, and I'm really
that's okay.
That's not even a speed bump in my day.
Dislikes. That's all right. When I had Grover Jackson on, I think I got like 15 dislikes within like the first 15 minutes. I was like,
that's an attaboy.
Yeah. I was like, someone's paying attention.
Yeah.
So
Cool. So tell us what's going on with you personally there, Mark. You know, what new gear are you getting? What's going on with you?
I am spending way too much money. I was a lot better off doing the comic book thing. Now I'm like so immersed in gear, it's like crazy. I've got Grover Jackson building me a GJ2 guitar, the Randy Rhoads Concord.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let me show you a picture. Well, I'm sure everybody knows what it looks like, right? But it's the let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I don't even know what it looks like, to tell you the truth, other than it's a V.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen one.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can see that.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Man, that looks great. Hey, what are the tuning pegs on that look like? Are they the crown style?
It's hard to tell. I can't tell. The picture's a bit grainy. So we didn't even discuss tuning pegs, to be honest with you. I have to talk to him about that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're whatever standard that come on that. But yeah, he's building me that. That should come in about a month.
That's
which will be awesome. I mean, you know.
Man.
And you were presenting?
Well, because Dave is talking all over you.
Okay. There you go.
There it is. Oh, it is fuzzy.
It's a little fuzzy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool guitar. It's gonna be great. And then I'm also getting a BE 100 from
cool.
Dave Friedman, which will be
Very
cool. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I've always wanted that amp, like from back when it was called the Marsha, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the old days, 10 years ago, whatever. And of course, now that I'm doing the show with Dave, I just had to ask him. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger and do it. So I'm getting that. And then I also got, I got the Power Station from Stephen Fryette.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Which is super, super cool. I got to read up on like all the applications of it. But I mean, basically what this thing is, if you guys if you don't know about Stephen Fryette, he has Fryette amps, Sound City amps. He had created VHT amps. So he has this attenuator called the Power Station, but it's actually not just an attenuator. It's a load box. It allows you to put an effects loop on an amp that doesn't have an effects loop.
That's the best part of it.
That's like the best part of it.
The effects loop in that piece is ridiculous how good it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So now I'm searching. I'm like, okay. So actually, here's a great topic to discuss. Maybe I can ask you guys' opinion. So I'm getting this Power Station, which is really cool, but I don't have any non-master volume amps, to really crank and then attenuate it. So here's the cool thing with the Power Station. The Power Station actually allows you to take a small wattage amp and pump it up to 50 watts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like a 1 watt amp or a 5 watt amp, you can now take that great tone and pump it up to 50 watts.
Because it's a 50 watt power amp.
Power amp, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was going back and forth. I'm like, okay, I'm going back and forth. I already have 2 or 3 100 watt heads. What do I need another 100 watt head for? So I was thinking maybe I get a really cool small wattage head that I can use the Power Station to pump up to like 50 watts and really get a killer sounding small watt head that I crank.
And I know what you should get.
What's that?
You should get a Pink Taco.
Is that a non-master volume?
I believe it is actually. Talk to Dave. I think it's a non-master volume, 20 watt amp. I think. I'll
have to look.
If not that, then get like talk to Dave about it. But see, get his opinion on the 20 watt Marshall, the 1974X.
I looked at that too. That's a cool amp. Yeah, here it is, the Pink Taco. Does it have a? It does have a master.
Oh, it does. Oh, all right.
Yeah. So I don't know, Johnny. What do you think?
I don't know. I have one amp, and I think it has a master volume, and that's it.
Yeah, you talk to some guys who love amps that are non-master volume amps, and you crank them up, and
Well,
but
the thing is, these days, where are you going to play them? It's if you're just happy using them in your house because you can, more power to you. But clubs these days, they're going to tell you to turn down before you even turn on.
Well, that's the point. But that's what I'm saying. You can get that amazing tone with the power station, though. You turn it down, you attenuate it. Now you got this roaring amp with incredible power tube stuff going on. Basically, what I want to do is, this is where I'm headed, and I'd love to recreate a bit of that Van Halen vibe. Get a non-master volume amp, dime it, put the power station on it, attenuate it down, and then maybe get a variac and put it down to like 90 volts and just live that experience, which sounds really cool. I'd love to do it, but I don't know what to get. That's
Bozique asked you a question, Mark. I don't know if you see the chat.
He said, how to compare a Brown Eye amp? Is that what he asked?
Before that, he says, Mark, I have a question. The Metropolis guy you had on the show.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Metroplex compared to the BEOD?
Yeah, so I have not tried the Metroplex, so I can't say, honestly. That's an answer I would be guessing, quite honestly. I don't know. I know that the Metroplex is a very cool amp, and it's got a lot of different features on it, and I even was thinking about calling George and talking to him about it and seeing what they had. But I don't know. I don't know the answer of how it compares to the BE.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I know he basically, George stopped making the kits that he used to make, right? He used to make the kind of a 68 plexi kit that, or he made the Metro amp, which was basically a copy of it. And now he's just doing, I think he's doing two models, the Metroplex and what's the other one? I forget what the other model that he's got out. I'm looking, but I don't know the details, unfortunately.
There is an amp that you can look into. The Sir SL58. I think it's called the SL58 or 57. The 58, I think, is the 100-watt plexi. The 57 is the 50-watt, and there might be a lesser wattage one too that aren't master volume amps.
Okay. Yeah, Sir makes incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, someone wrote Saldanos are badass. Never heard a bad one.
But they are master volumes. They're not non-master.
Yeah, I mean, basically, to get a non-master volume amp, you basically need, there's like the Marshall 2061X, which is a non-master volume. Then you got the SLP 59, right?
Yeah, that's the 1959. You're right. Yes,
that's the reissue of the Plexi.
100-watt.
The 100-watt. Yeah, but I hear they're not that great. Another option would be like getting a Germino.
Yeah,
but they're expensive,
Or you've had Splawn amps, right?
I have a Splawn. Yeah,
still do. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I thought that I blew it. I went to go play it today. Yesterday it was sounding so good, and I went to play it today, and nothing was coming out of it.
Power tubes.
Well, no. I figured it out. I had just gotten, Keith from the Guitar Guru Network. Sure. He sent me a bunch of patch cables, and I forgot that yesterday I went in and I changed all the patch cables on my pedal board.
Oh.
Well, one of them wasn't pushed in all the way.
Oh, okay.
So I was literally diagnosing this amp for about an hour in the heat in my garage, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then I looked down at my pedal board, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Hate that. So, but yeah, the amp sounds good. By the way, you know what pedal I got, which is great? The that Rockaway Archer, Steve Stevens by J Rocket Audio.
Oh, how is that?
That is an awesome pedal.
Now, is it a high gain pedal or
No. Low
it just boosts your amp that already has gain in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to give you a nice boost. It's got some gain in it. You know, like I keep the gain low, but it's you know, a mildly gainy overdrive pedal. But the cool thing is the 6-band EQ. So you could really shape the tone of the amp. So the thing with the Splawn that kind of bothered me about the amp was that it was very mid-rangey. And now I can cut the mids, you know, on the amp, but it's better actually on the pedal. Cut the mids on the 6-band EQ, and the amp sounds fantastic.
Very
so
cool.
it's a cool pedal. Yeah, check it out, guys, if you haven't seen it. They're selling like hotcakes, actually.
Very cool.
Johnny, that guitar, I love that guitar of yours, by the way, behind you.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a great guitar.
Is that the fine tuning hardtail piece?
Yeah. Yep. It's got the fine tuners. It's got the locking nut. I know there's some that don't have them now. I think they make ones now that don't have the locking nut or the fine tuners on them.
Yeah, the deluxe, the custom deluxe.
I saw that. It looked a little weird, to be honest with you. It was like too Les Paul-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too much like a Les Paul. I kind of like the differentiation with the fine tuners or something there to kind of make not with the stop tail. At least for me.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I think there's something to be said for the locking nut and then being able to fine tune it. I think I prefer on these type of guitars, I prefer the sound of the locking nut over the bone. And people are going to think I'm crazy because I love my Les Paul, but to me, it's still a different animal.
You're just going to always have those guys who are just, they don't want to deal with the locking nut, even if it doesn't have a Floyd on it for whatever reason. My cousin's one of those guys. Loves the EVH brand, wants to get a Wolfgang, but he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm into the locking nut. But that's good to know, Johnny, that they have them now without it.
Yeah. They're, I think you can get one for $4,000 or thereabouts, a Sunburst flame top.
But also, as far as the locking nut, just carry one of these in your wallet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I carry one in my pocket all the time.
Although I did last night, I went to band practice, and one of the songs that we were doing, "Rock and Roll All Night" by Kiss.
Yeah.
I've literally never done that song with a band, and I never even learned that song my entire time of playing guitar. And when that was suggested, I was like, all right, how hard can it be? It's an easy song, right? So I went to band practice last night, and we whip it out to go play, and the rest of my bass player and my singer were prepared to sing it in E flat, and I'm playing it in standard E, like every other song that we play. And they're like, what's going on? Why doesn't it sound right? And I'm like, I don't know. It sounds right to me. And I'm like, are you playing in D?
You're like, you guys are out of tune.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm playing in D. And they're like, oh no, man. It's my bass player. He's like, I'm playing a step down.
They're like, why does it sound like jazz?
It was a bit dissonant. Yeah.
Remember when Kiss? Remember when they were jazz back in the their jazz period?
the Kiss jazz period.
That's the version I'm playing. Yeah.
Oh, that's
speaking of Kiss, though, our friend Jim Nicholas, he sent a message earlier saying, "Hey, now, Dave mentioned sloppy playing. He says that's why he loves Ace Frehley. He had his own unique style, all to his own."
There you go.
Is what he's saying.
That's true. He was
Well,
a great
listen,
player.
they're all doing something right. No matter what, they're all doing something right because they're all, you know, they all have records. They're all, you know, household names.
Mm-hmm.
I see Charlie S is asking me to ask Dave Friedman a question. Quite honestly, Charlie, I think the best way to do it would be to email him. But I can certainly ask.
Myself, as far as Kiss, I was never a Kiss fan growing up, but I'm really into them now. You know, the old stuff. You know, before their jazz period, or maybe after. I'm not sure, but I'm really into the Ace Frehley. You know, you know, all the early, you know, the Desmond Child stuff.
Well, tell me about that. What was he doing with Desmond Child?
He co-wrote a bunch of songs with them.
For which period? What album?
I know the one that was featured in the Brooke Shields movie. I Was Made for Loving You, which was that their disco period?
That was their disco song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before or after the jazz period?
That was after.
They went through the ballad period and the disco period.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Desmond. Yeah, he wrote a lot of stuff with
Did
them
he? I think he
through
wrote
all the years.
after. I think he was with them like the non makeup years. That's back when Desmond was really big, like super duper big. You know, during the mid '80s when you know Kiss wasn't using makeup and you know Bon Jovi was you know those years, the 85, 86, 87.
Wow, he wrote a lot of songs for Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah, he wrote a lot of songs for everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Including Van Halen, which not a lot of people know. Stuff that was never released. You know, he actually wrote a lot of stuff with Eddie.
Wow, he wrote Radar for Love. Let's Put the Axe in Sex. You got to love that title.
That might have been, yeah.
You Make Me Rock Hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Heaven's on Fire. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, but I mean, wow. This list of songs is incredible.
Yeah.
Especially
His.
for Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer,
Uh huh.
Bad Medicine, Keep the Faith.
Mm-hmm. Angel
Yeah.
by Aerosmith.
You Give
Yeah.
Love a Bad Name. Wow. Oh, Rat. He wrote a bunch of songs for Rat too.
Yeah.
Everybody. Megadeth. Everybody back during those years. He wrote with everybody.
Scorpions. Billy Squire. Wow. This is, I mean, I had no idea that Desmond Child was this prolific in songwriting for so many people. I Hate Myself for Loving You for Joan Jett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
she
wild.
was one of his biggest. Well, I mean, they're all big, but yep.
That's wild. Leanne Rimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did a lot of the country stuff more recently.
Lindsay Lohan. That's a talent right there.
Lindsay Lohan.
What I have no idea, but
He did a song with Katy Perry.
Clay Aiken. Sebastian Bach. Wow. Quite the list, man. Quite the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kiss, you know, Kiss was an acquired taste for me. Like I did not get into them when I was younger.
you weren't in the Kiss Army.
I was not in the Kiss Army when I was younger.
Neither was
no.
I.
But the older I've gotten, there's a handful of songs. You know what turned me back on the Kiss? You know the movie Dazed and Confused?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie when they put Detroit Rock City in that movie.
That's cool.
I was like, oh, there you go. That's a cool tune. I should go back and listen to
Mhm.
some Kiss.
John Constantine says Butch Walker is kind of like that now, and I'm a huge Butch Walker fan. Love his stuff. He does a lot of writing for Avril Lavigne and artists like that. But his writing his songs are great.
You know who's another one? Linda Perry.
Mhm.
You know, she's right. Linda Perry, is that her name?
Four Non Blondes.
Four Non Blondes, right? Yeah.
She wrote that song with Pink.
Pink. She wrote the "Beautiful" by Christina Aguilera. She's a big songwriter. I think Linda Perry. I think that's her name.
Mm-hmm. John Constantine. So if you're a Butch Walker fan, you like the Marvelous Three, right?
The Marvelous Three.
If you're a Butch Walker fan and you don't know who the Marvelous Three is, you got to go get those records. There's a couple of Marvelous Three records. It's Butch's band before he got well known as Butch Walker, and they're great. Great songs.
Very cool.
Charlie S. I was Desmond Child. He was managing and co-writing with a band that I was in back in the late '90s.
That's very cool.
That's how I know him. And I lived in he had two houses in Miami Beach, like literally like a block from each other. And I lived in one of the houses.
That's pretty cool. Was it a pretty cool place?
Hmm? The house that I was in? No. His house? Yes. His actual house? Oh yeah. It was amazing.
So the side place was not nothing to talk about.
No. Well, it was being built into like a second studio basically. And then what happened was they built the studio, and then the guys that were in charge of soundproofing didn't quite get it all the way, and so you could hear everything outside, and that was yeah, I was there when he did all that stuff with Ricky Martin. Livin' La Vida Loca was being written and recorded while I was there. So I knew all about Ricky before probably most of you guys did, because he was huge in Miami and in the Latin community and Menudo. But most of you guys didn't discover him until it would have been like the Grammys or something that year when that La Vida Loca song came out.
I just remember having to play that song at weddings every weekend.
Oh, really?
It's got a great guitar part in it, man. The guitar part's great.
Oh yeah.
I think there were 3 Ricky Martin songs out at the time, and they were all good in guitar. They were all good guitar parts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he used to tell me, not Ricky, but Desmond. He used to tell me stories about working with Edward. He was working with them right before the Best of Volume 1 came out. You know how those 2 new songs came out with Roth?
Yeah.
What were they? Me Wise Magic and the other one?
You Can't Do This Stuff No More?
Yeah. Those 2 songs, those were actually co-written with Glenn Ballard, who had worked with Alanis Morissette a year before, The Jagged Little Pill, right? But they were working with a lot of different people to get some songs for that, and Desmond was one of the guys they were working with. So he wrote some stuff with them, and I believe one of the songs that he wrote with them ended up being, I mean, it wasn't this version of it, but it ended up being the music you guys would know from the That's Why I Love You, which eventually was like came out with Gary Sharon. But I believe that was when it was had lyrics with from Desmond Child. I believe it was called Blood from a Stone or something. I remember Desmond was telling me.
Now, I had always thought, and I don't know if I read it somewhere or if it was just rumor or maybe I just made it up in my mind, but that Me Wise Magic and You Can't Do This Stuff No More were actually originally Sammy songs. And that Dave stepped in to do them because almost
musically.
Yeah, musically they were Sammy songs. And then Dave, when Dave came in to sing them, because especially I think You Can't Do This Stuff No More, it just seems so he's stretching his voice really high there.
Well, there was a song title around the Carnal Knowledge days or something. There was a song title called like The Wish, was it? The Wish or You Never Know or something. Let me know in the comments. Is this right? Something like that. I remember Van Halen, he gave away some song titles for some cuts. I think it was around Carnal Knowledge that didn't make it onto the record. One was called The Wish and one was called You Never Know or something. And I think what you're referring to, I think one of those titles, when it was written with Hagar, might have been the music to that. To Can't Get This Stuff No More.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's cool.
The Wish. Yeah, Steve Anderson. Steve is in the house. Something like that. Yeah.
He's in here.
Yeah. I've heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I had no idea. I didn't know that. Yet another Van Halen piece of trivia that I did not know.
Well, something like that.
Yeah, there's something to it. Yeah. At least with that song. I don't know about Me Wise Magic, but
and I like Bozique said he thinks the song was called Closer to You and nobody liked Hagar's lyrics on it.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of you guys, I mean, a lot of bands, they rework songs a billion times until you actually hear what's on the records. But a lot of you, if you guys haven't heard all the early Van Halen demos, like the Warner Brothers demos or whatever, the Gene Simmons demos, all that stuff, listen to a lot of that stuff and you'll recognize a lot of stuff that was released in later years.
Little riffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like Mean Street was originally called Voodoo Queen. And the end of the song was the ending of what became the ending of Hot for Teacher.
That's right. And on Van Halen 3, you can actually see that because they Van Halen 3, in '98 on their tour, when they played that, played the ending to Hot for Teacher on that tour.
That's right.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they ended the song.
That's cool.
So they went back to that. Yeah.
So, speaking of Van Halen.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
That's probably how we all know each other anyway.
Yeah. You guys probably already discussed this, but I mean, we had the Eddie Trunk interview with Michael Anthony and Sammy the other day, taking a picture saying that he's expecting a phone call from the brothers. You had Eddie coming out with his little, showcasing of his Animal sounds, looking good, doing his signature guitar. What do you think? I mean, I think something's happening.
It's probably safe to say something's happening.
Well, I mean, I think, yes, something's happening. I think something positive is happening.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't like to speculate, especially where I could put my foot in my mouth, but whatever.
I mean, we're just guessing.
I honestly think that it's going to happen. In my heart, I think it's going to happen. I mean, quite obviously, I mean, we'll all see in the near future. But I think it's going to happen. I think that that there'll be a tour with Roth and Hagar and Michael Anthony, in the near future. I think
I pray.
it's looking pretty good.
But wasn't that rumored like a year ago?
That was rumored. That was rumored quite a while ago. Yeah,
Like a year ago, that exact scenario was
Yes.
rumored.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
Well, people were also saying because Wolf was working on his solo album, the Wolfgang will open up for them. You know, that whole thing also. So I hope it happens. It seems to look good.
You know, and Pris just said something that I had no idea about, but Pris said, "Don't forget about Valerie Bertinelli bringing up Pound Cake on her show." You know, there's
What did she say?
I don't know.
Were they making pound cake? Because it's a cooking show, though, isn't it? He brought out the drill and was mixing. Because that's what the drill sound actually was. It was like a mixing sound, is what that was supposed to be.
That's
like
funny.
a mixer.
She was making pound
who
cake.
knows?
Although a lot of people, because the video that came out, the Instagram video, the Facebook video of Edward with the two new Edward Van Halen signature EVH Wolfgangs. One person pointed out though that he was tuned. He was tuned what, half step down?
Well, I mean, yeah, he always does. He's always tuned half step down. You know,
Not with Sammy.
He was after 1988 was the last tour that they tuned in standard.
Where's
Everything
Alan?
after that was half step down.
Alan, are you watching this? Do you want to chime in? Alan and his tunings.
He knows.
And I guarantee you that they'll even tune down. He'll probably have to tune down even further.
God, I hope not.
Well, I mean, if the Circle is any indication, the band The Circle.
Yeah.
Vic Johnson, when they play Pound Cake, his guitar is tuned to open D, not just E with a low D with a D string tuned down. The whole guitar is tuned to D, and they play Pound Cake as if it was an E, but the whole guitar is in D, so it's a whole step down.
Wow.
Because Sammy can't reach it in E flat.
Yeah, but they can pick and choose some certain songs.
Well, I'm just thinking that that there's probably going to be two sets of gear, guitar wise, so that they can do songs in E flat and songs in D.
Be interesting. I just pray it happens. I pray, for Michael Anthony, I want it to happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would like to see it happen just for everyone. I'd like to see. I'd just like to see everyone get along, and I'd love to hear. I mean, they're getting old. Everyone's getting older. Everyone, how much longer can they tour? How much longer can they stand? Hagar is going to be 70 years old. Let's do it. And then if you want to call it quits after that, we'll understand. Go out on top.
Yep.
Go out with your best, your very best stuff. And your very best stuff is everyone in the band.
Mm-hmm. It's the whole catalog.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of everything Van Halen. I mean, everything Edward has ever done, all the Roth stuff, all the Hagar stuff, the Sharon record. I mean, I love it all. And yeah, just imagine seeing a show with a little bit of everything sprinkled into that. That would be.
Yeah, and I do think that the best way to do that is 2 songs each singer. Instead of, if you want all the fans to show up for the whole show, you gotta, you can't do a set of Roth and a set of Hagar because half the people won't show up to half the set.
Well, imagine the fist fights in the audience though, in the parking lot.
If you want a full,
it would turn into a rap concert.
It's I agree though that you don't want it to be like the Sam and Dave tour, like when they went on tour and they were just basically like ignoring each other and hating on each other the entire way. And alternating who was opening up for each other. I mean, that whole thing was It was a debacle. It was a
all
debacle.
the egos have to be put aside. It has to be for the, it has to be for the fans, and sell it, and really sell it and do it right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It might have to be like a cage match where they have like each sets of fans in two. Yeah, you go in, you go the different sections.
The fans are in the cages.
Yeah, the fans are in the cage. All the Hagar fans are on one side, the Roth ones on the other, and they can't get to each other. That's probably the biggest roadblock with the whole setup is just the fans not killing each other.
Yeah, you've got, if you end up wearing the wrong shirt, you wear a Roth shirt and some Hagar guy comes over and just knocks you out.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'd be the other way around.
Yeah.
If you're wearing a Hagar shirt, you get punched.
Yeah.
I think is what would happen.
That's true.
I mean, look at Facebook. I saw some of that stuff today, and I mean, it's pathetic.
It gets ugly.
Come on, you guys are all 50-year-olds, and you're
Well, crazy.
Yeah.
Either way, to me, yeah, it would be awesome. I'd be there. I'd definitely be there.
The tickets would be very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Just like everything else. I mean, try to go see Guns N' Roses.
Listen, I remember trying to go see the Rolling Stones a couple years back, and it was $850 for a ticket.
For general admission?
Yeah.
For the lawn?
I decided not to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. That's why I didn't go see Guns N' Roses. I mean, I wanted to go see them, but I'm not 19 anymore, right? So I'm not going to go see them in the nosebleeds or in in the real bad.
Right, you have to get great seats.
You have to get great seats, and to get great seats was astronomical. So I was just like, forget it. I'll just listen to my albums. A few YouTube videos.
Who was that? Charlie S? He asked me something, but this chat is like really rolling.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see it.
Johnny Beane, don't you think it would be too campy if they had both singers on tour?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean,
I think it's the right thing to do.
I mean, these days you see tours with all different kinds of setups, and I mean, it's not, although touring or big shows today, it's not like back in the day. They could actually have it where, actually, what was I saying? You'd have to have both fans, you'd have to have both sets of fans in cages. You'd have to have Roth and Hagar in separate cages each, maybe too.
Just put them in like almost like a Spinal Tap kind of thing. They're both in cages on both sides of the stage.
Oh yeah, yeah. They come up from the bottom of the stage.
Right.
Here's this song. Here's Roth.
Well, yeah, and exactly. And the song's over. He comes down. Then Hagar pops up.
The other guy, Roth, flies out. Tied like the Panama video.
Right. They can work it out if they can put the ego aside, like you said. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
I want to see what that set list is on Eddie's wall, though.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
And there was all the speculation that the Rude guitar is not the Rude guitar.
It is. That is the Rude guitar.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that I thought that was the coolest part of that video, was seeing the Rude guitar, and and what seems to be the prototype of the
Shark.
Not the Shark, the
Destroyer. Oh, the what?
Destroyer.
The Star.
There's a Destroyer on the wall, and then there's you see the back of the Star. It looks like it's a wood grain star on a stand in the back room.
Hmm.
Very cool stuff.
But then they already come out with the Star?
Yeah, but it looks like the prototype or some sort of star that's not painted.
Oh, I got you. Okay. But it's not something that's probably pending coming out. Yeah. Yeah, the Rude guitar was cool. Just seeing how he has it set up. Also, that he's got a kind of nice. I didn't know he had a display up on top of guitars. You know, like
Yeah, on top. Oh, you've never seen the wall in the studio?
I didn't see it. I've never seen that angle where there was,
Okay.
you know, stuff up on top, kind of in a loft area.
Yeah, yeah. There's some photos. Johnny probably has all the photos of that. The different at different eras where he has different guitars up there. And there's photos of when Wolfgang was doing his record, you would see a bunch of 335 looking guitars up on that.
Yeah, those were Wolfgang's though.
Yes, they are.
He had 335s, and he has a what was one of the guitars? Was it like a Silverburst Les Paul or something?
Yep,
something like that.
And you think about it. I thought about this the other day. You know, Ed's been in that house for years. I mean, when did he buy that house? 85?
I don't know.
84, 83?
What I've read was actually, I don't know if this is true. This is what I've read or heard, was Valerie's house, and he moved in 81 when they got married. That's what I don't know.
Interesting.
Because he was living with his parents, you know, up until they got married. Living at that house, his parents' house.
So if you think about it, he's been in that house for so long. You know, like, you think he'll ever move? You think he'll ever just he'll keep the house? Probably Wolfgang will keep it. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if that guy will ever leave 5150, leave that house and go somewhere else. Purely speculation, just something I was thinking about. You know, he's been in there so long, like, after a certain point. But you imagine the house has got to be worth a fortune also. Oh,
yeah. Just because it's his. And in the Hollywood Hills. I mean,
right. And it's been owned since 1980s, right? You know, the appreciation value on that house has got to be insane.
I can't even imagine being in the same place for more than a few years. I've moved so much over the years. Like, go back and watch my videos on this channel. You'll see me in a different room every few years.
I've been in my house now 11 years, and that's like the longest I've ever stayed in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we're kind of itching.
Yeah. The longest I've ever been somewhere is like 10 years. And that's going back, you know, living with my parents or whatever. You know, after that, it's every few years, whatever, different place.
Yeah, you'd think that place. I'm sure he's gutted it 1,000 times, though. Updated it, did whatever he had to do.
Maybe.
My inner thoughts about Eddie Van Halen. Sorry. Thinking about his house.
Hey, Joe Wentz is in here. Hey, man.
He's been here. Joe Wentz
okay.
Since the beginning.
What's
He's
up,
just been
Joe?
listening quietly.
Oh, he's the man.
Are you driving, Joe? Driving Joe.
Is he driving?
I don't know.
I like Joe's videos that he was just doing recently, where he was doing like my favorite chord progressions, and he did some cool little instructional videos he did. I was like, yeah, Joe's changing it up. He's doing awesome. I like his playing. Joe's the man.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah, absolutely. We love Joe.
Yeah, we got Michael Smith. All these names that I haven't seen in a while. You guys got to come to my channel too. Sorry if I'm promoting my channel.
No, do some selfless promoting. Go ahead.
Come to tonetalk.com. Tone-talk.com. Sorry, tone-talk.com, and subscribe.
In fact, we're all going over to Mark's place right after this.
Yeah. No, we're not. But yeah, please come and subscribe, please. And it's myself and Dave Friedman, who it's a pleasure being on the show with Dave. And the channel's growing great. We've already had 3 shows, and it's great. We've got another show coming up June 2nd with 2 mystery guests. Can't say who they are,
awesome.
but it's going to be good. I'll be divulging who they are. And
Yeah, Dave or Nesdal.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not opening my mouth.
This isn't a preview.
I'm not saying a thing. I don't know anyway.
So yeah,
all I know is that I have a purple Wolfgang.
Oh, I love that guitar.
And I just yesterday I upgraded the parts on my Floyd, on the Floyd. There you go.
Yeah, you posted a picture.
I did.
I saw that.
But unfortunately, the picture of the guitar looks nothing like the guitar. I was very upset with the color purple it turned out to look.
Well, because plus
it doesn't look like that.
But in the picture, you can see you going like this.
Well, what do you want me to do? At least I had a shirt on.
Pants?
I did have pants on too.
Okay.
What you do though, man, is hang the guitar up on that wall back there, and then take a picture from the side.
No, because even then, the color doesn't show up. The lighting in this room is not that good. You might think it is, but it's not. It'll look black. The guitar will look black.
You mean you look better than that?
No, I look black.
A different shade of purple. It's purple's hard to photograph.
Desiree, are you doing all right? I think they just weathered some sort of storm or maybe a tornado down in Texas.
Oh, because that was fun? Not? She's talking about this video. Texas tornadoes, yeah.
People are guessing on who's my my guest. No, good. I like the guessing. Keep it going. But it's going to be good. It's going to be a good. It's going to be a good show.
I'll tell you who it isn't. It's not going to be me.
What was that?
What? What was what?
Was that me?
Both of them.
That was your chair? Yeah. Johnny Beane has this fart fetish that everything that sounds like a fart, he thinks it's a fart.
My chair is constantly farting.
Oh God.
But so is Dave, though.
Well, after these 2 beers, I will also. So I know it's not. You won't be on the show on June 2nd. Sorry.
No.
But yeah, one day we'll definitely have you on.
2 mystery guests, and they're both not Dave Nesdal.
They're not Dave, they're not Johnny, but it'll be cool. It'll be good.
Yeah.
That last video you guys did, though, what was it, like 3.5 hours?
Oh my God, marathon.
Yeah, it was 3 hours. Well, with Stephen Fryette, it was about 3 hours, and the one with George Metropolis was 3.5 hours.
Wow.
It was long. It was long. We and the funny thing is, we were drinking scotch that night with George Metropolis, and the next day I felt I wasn't hungover, but like I felt okay. But then like as the days went on, I was really feeling like crap. And then next time I did a show with Dave when we had Stephen Fryette on, I said, "Hey, you gonna be drinking this time?" He's like, "No. Last time I overdid it." I was like, "Me too." I said, "No more scotch for me." So, but our shows are a bit long.
I
like
it's fine. It's totally fine. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I put in the notes section. I put in the timestamps. So if you guys don't want to sit and listen to the entire 3-hour conversation, just go in and hit the different times on the topics, and it'll take you right to the topic that you want to talk that we're talking about.
Oh wow, that's good. You actually do work.
I actually, yeah, I went in and re-listened to the whole thing and took notes on specific times. That's
really cool. Maybe we can hire you to do that for us.
Dave, you should be doing that.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm your co-host?
You mean you guys don't have a partnership?
No.
Saved by the Bell. There you go.
That was Dave's partner.
There you go.
Oh,
By the way, I want to just say hi to my my lovely April Lee. Just want to say hi to her.
awesome.
Hi, April
Oh,
Lee.
April.
I love you, April Lee.
Howie, huh? Charlie
That
S thinks that
That is her
Howie,
middle name, by the way.
Howie's
Yes.
gonna be on your show.
Oh,
What's
that would
that?
make Howie making a guest appearance?
That's what Charlie S is saying. Howie will be Mark's guest, is what he's saying.
Howie is
Howie-
welcome
You know,
anytime.
Howie's got a lot of subscribers, so I think that would be a good guest.
You just need to speak up a little bit more.
Have you ever seen Howie talk?
I have.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
He does. Do you guys remember when what was the website? Chat Roulette. Do you guys know that? Dave,
No.
I know you know that site.
The what?
Chat Roulette?
No, I don't know that.
Well, in the beginning when that site started, basically that site, what some of you guys know what it is. You log on, you have to have a camera, right? You log on and basically just some random person pops up. And 9 times out of 10, they'll look at you and they'll hit next. Like right away. Is what happens. So you sit there, you guys can go to the site, you guys can go there. You sit there and you just see random people popping up looking at you. And you can choose to talk to each other or not. But when that site first started, most of the stuff you saw was basically not
Porno?
well, yeah. Basically, I mean, let's just say you weren't looking at the person's head, basically. And so they might have revamped the site because of that. But Howie, this is the channel. Search chat roulette keyword on this channel, and you'll come across a video of Howie talking to 2 guys that are just like out of it. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. Howie talking.
And it's on chat roulette. That's what it was.
Wow.
Yes.
Chat roulette. That's
The
so
things
funny.
you learn on this channel.
Yeah.
That's
I think
interesting.
you go there now and it says you have to have a webcam. You have to have it. You can't not have it. Yeah, I mean, you would see some cool stuff on the site. You would see some funny stuff. But the majority of it when it first started was basically you turn it on and you're looking at somebody's crotch, basically is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Wentz says he just ordered this hat. Good job.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool hat. They also have the other one too, which well, I can't take this off, but you know, with the whole back is, or actually I think the whole, it's like the whole red, black, and white stripe thing.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I just ordered that book from the manager. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, running with the devil.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a
that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, Noel Monk. He wrote a book.
tell all.
so speaking of Van Halen again and Running with the Devil, did you guys happen to see the new live 1988 shows on YouTube? The videos, the one in Providence, Rhode Island, and the other one from the Monsters of Rock.
No.
Great shows.
When you say new, what do you mean? They're like,
Well, they're from '88, but someone just put them out.
Newly uploaded to YouTube and possibly newly just stuff that wasn't circulated before.
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah.
There's the one from is it Massachusetts?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
That's
Is
from
that the-
'88 World Tour, and then there's another one. I don't remember where
from
it's
Monsters
from,
of
but it's
Rock.
from Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Great
Yeah.
video, great audio.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Killer.
Yeah, just type in Van Halen 1988. It'll come right up.
Very cool. Gotta love that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sat through both shows in one day. I was like, wow.
They're full shows?
Full shows, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there isn't that much live OE812 stuff out there.
I will give you one tiny spoiler, but it's cool anyway, even to know about it. Is during the Providence, Rhode Island one, Eddie breaks a string on the 5150 guitar during his guitar solo.
What does he do?
You'll see.
It is cool. But although it's only for like 30 seconds. But
it just
cool.
gets fixed, and then he gets then it gets put back on him. But
that shows you how fast. That shows you how quick they
Yeah.
Who was it? Zeke Clark?
Zeke Clark was stuck,
how quick he was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah, I didn't even tell you about that, man, because I saw that show.
Yeah.
I sent you that show.
Yeah, you did.
I sent you the link. I'm like, look at this. And even I didn't tell you about that because I wanted you to be surprised.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's cool.
How he talks for a French fry. Richard Ross. That's one of the videos, yeah. That's not the one with the guys from Chat Roulette. The two stoned guys. But yeah, that's another one. Is that when he threw his guitar to? No, that's a different one. Where he threw the guitar, he threw the 50-50 guitar to Zeke, and he gets caught on the strap and it hits the ground. That's what's that? That's Montreal. 86?
That's Montreal '86.
86.
That's a great show too. Great video, great audio.
Mm-hmm.
Killer.
Good stuff.
I'll be listening to that this weekend.
Yeah, I suggest it.
Yeah, especially that first show that we told you about. The Monsters of Rock ones. I mean, those are stadium ones, so the sound isn't. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but the one that we were just was it Providence, Rhode Island?
Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one to definitely check out.
Okay.
That's an indoor show, and that's the one where it's like close up and zooming in and out, and yeah.
And quite honestly, OU812 is my favorite Sammy album.
Mm-hmm.
So
they do a lot of songs from that record on that show.
Cool. I know a lot of people.
That was the tour.
Yeah. Well, I remember going to that show, and I was floored. I was so close, but I totally forgot. I totally forgot that they played "Running with the Devil" on that tour until I heard it again. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember." Very cool. Yeah. That other than Unchained, that was the only other early Van Halen song that Sammy agreed to play, other than the Panama and the Ain't Talking About Love that they always play and Jump,
But remember when they first did Jump on the 50-50?
Yeah, he'd have someone in the audience sing it. Yeah.
He'd pull up an audience member to sing it. So if you listen, if you guys have any of the 5150 bootlegs, can I say that, Lynn? If you have any live audios of 5150 tour, a lot of times when it gets to Jump, you'll hear some random kid singing it.
That's crazy. Really?
Yeah.
Well, ever so often it was a good singer, but most of the time it was pretty bad.
Was that his knock at Dave?
That was because he didn't want to sing it. They had to do the song because it was their #1 hit.
Right.
Sammy just didn't want to sing it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Whatever. If I had his money, I'd burn mine.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, I guess, when you got that much money. But did you guys hear about the thing with Steve Harvey?
No.
Where he's
one of the funniest men on TV. So
he's very funny, but he had a memo that got released that he had put out, like, I don't know, maybe a few months back to his staff, which was basically like, don't come into my dressing room, don't talk to me, don't bring people to talk to me. When I'm in the hallway, don't talk to me. Like it was this whole, yeah, it was like this whole thing, like, you know, like leave me alone, you know, kind of thing. And it got leaked to the press and, you know, it made him look really bad.
Well, he deserves it at that point.
Yeah, it just made him look stupid. It was just one of those, you know, don't look at me kind of things.
Those sound like Nesdal's texts to me before and after these videos.
Oh yeah.
So wrong.
Don't look at me. You can't.
Don't
look eye to eye.
Until you're ready to do a show. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. Don't, you know. In fact, when we're on the show, don't look at me.
You guys
Make
have
sure you're looking the other way.
separate dressing
Howie
rooms.
talk to me. I'll talk to Howie through you. I'll talk to you.
That's why I'm always looking over here. He doesn't want me looking at him on the screen.
That's funny.
But we still do shows. You know, that's fine.
Yeah, you know, you can work through your differences.
That's right.
And believe me, they're all differences, all of them. We have nothing in common.
Except for guitar.
And dogs.
Well, not even that. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have guitars.
Yeah, he has guitars.
Oh!
I don't.
He can share some. I think he's got
I
plenty.
have. I
Yeah,
have shared some.
yeah. He actually gave me a guitar.
Oh, he did? Oh, good.
Yeah, and a neck. Yeah. Where is it?
How many?
Huh? This. You gave me this.
Oh, that was it?
Look at that.
Maybe
You
that
gave
is the only other one I gave you.
You gave me a
Nice.
neck.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now
Show him
you
the
need a
guitar I
body.
gave you. Show him the guitar I gave you. I don't think he's ever seen it.
Hang on.
Okay.
How do I do this?
Is he gone?
I'm not wearing pants.
Is he gone? No, good. We could talk about him.
Ah,
You can talk about me all you want. I'll be right back. Actually. So.
oh man.
I love the Johnny Beane. We
The
just
Beane.
kid.
You
We
love
just
the
kid.
Beane.
He and I.
It's brotherly love.
Yes. Absolutely.
Busting chops.
So let's take a look at your 5150 guitar since it's behind you, and now you can't even see it. I still haven't seen that thing close up.
Oh. This thing is so beautiful. I love it. Here it is.
Man, it looks like the real deal, but upside down.
And backwards, right?
That's so cool.
It is. It's just great. The relicing on it is awesome. Oh, I just spilled my beer. No!
Whoa. Oh, that's not good.
No! Okay, hang on. One on my keyboard.
Ouch.
Luckily, I have napkins. The bad thing is, it was my last beer.
You can always get another keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. I need another beer. So here, hang on, and then you can.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's great. It's a great guitar.
Yeah. It looks great.
It plays great too. The action on it is great. I put a little
Stays
bit
in
of
tune
a.
well now?
What's that?
Stays in tune well?
Yes, I got a trem stopper on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, I have a trem stopper on mine too.
yeah.
In fact, I put them on most of my guitars. I always put them on. I have one on here.
Is that a USA?
This is my purple Wolfgang. My
Oh,
purple PV.
The PV. Okay.
My purple PV eater.
So show me the guitar, Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh, we lost him. We lost Johnny.
Huh?
We lost him. We lost
There
him
he
in
is.
the fight.
Oh, you got a 1984.
You don't see me? Yeah. Yeah, this is something that Dave just had laying around in his closet in like pieces. And he's like, you want this? I'm like, sure. I can use it for some of my guitar lesson videos and stuff.
How's it play?
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It plays great. Sounds great. I
How's
put
the-
a Wolfgang pickup in there. That's from a Star guitar.
Nice. How's the action on that? Looks a little high.
It's the lowest of all the actions I have.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's low. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty low actually.
I think it was the pickup that was throwing me off.
Hmm.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that guitar, that was my first 1984 guitar before the photos of the back of the guitar had come out.
Ah,
So the back of the striping job on the back was not correct. And
Yeah. It doesn't look like the actual guitar.
so what?
well, yeah, I mean, but to me, I want replicas that look exactly like the originals.
I know.
So I had another one made. Another one painted up, and
I just sat there.
and I said, Johnny, you want this? He's like, yeah, okay. So I sent it to him.
That's cool.
A couple of years ago. Phew. I'm
Oh,
bored.
I didn't know that. I thought it was more recent. Cool.
No, it was at least
No, we gave Vinny Adam Romano a striped guitar. That was recent. That was a year ago.
Oh, okay. I saw that.
Yeah.
He just recently had a relic or something, right?
No, that's a 5150 guitar that he had Paul Unkert relic. That was I think someone made that for him as a gift. But
okay.
yeah, I had this body and neck that was made, that was made for me, and it was just sitting around doing nothing. So I said, Vinny wanted a striped guitar so bad, and there was a story behind. He had one, and I think the guy who was going to sell it to him told him it was one of Eddie's original guitars. And
No.
yeah, and it wasn't, and the guy wanted a lot of money for it, and we told Vinny that if it was one of Eddie's, it would be like at least 50 grand. It wouldn't be $3,000 or $4,000. It would be like 50 grand or more. And so he gave that guitar back to the guy, and we felt bad for him. So between me, Johnny, and Rob, we put all the parts together to build this guitar for him, and then whatever we didn't have, Paul Unkert finished up and put it together for him.
That's super nice of you guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Vinny. I'm blurry. Vinny's a great guy. He's a great guy, and we don't want
We
to.
love Vinny. Yeah,
we don't want to see somebody
Take advantage of them.
messing with them. Yeah, because it's not cool at all. I mean,
Totally not cool.
no matter So,
Hey guys, hang on one second. I'm just going to get a napkin.
Sure.
I spilled my drink here a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, now we can make fun of him.
Yeah. Marking this, mark that, mark this.
Were you guys making fun of me when I left? Probably.
No. And I'm sure you would have heard it anyway. I'm sure you didn't take your headphones off.
No, I did.
You did?
I
Then
took
yes,
them off.
we did make fun of you.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't.
So yeah. So I mean, Mark, I don't know, but that guy. Yeah. Oh.
I know. You guys, I don't know why you have me on here.
No, I do.
Yeah, Dave calls and tells me.
That Mark's coming on?
Yeah.
No choice?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw when you guys had Phil McKnight on the other day. That was cool.
That was a good show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Phil's a cool dude, man. Nice guy.
Yeah. I love Phil.
I really spilled this beer everywhere, man. My
Hey, why don't you put it under your mouth and drink it?
I'm literally draining my keyboard.
Holy moly.
It's all right. It's wireless. It works. We're good.
Are we good?
As long as it wasn't my phone.
Michael Smith says, no, Michael, I didn't get any pics. Send them to me. Send them to me. What kind of guitar? A guitar pic or a picture? A photo? I haven't gotten anything. Desiree says, Johnny Beane and Dave Nesdall, Blackie DH, asked a really good question, and she wants to know, too. How did you guys meet?
Do you want the truth? If you want some made-up, glorified story, ask Dave.
It was that random site, right, that you were talking about, where you guys just
chat roulette.
Chat roulette.
Really disturbing.
The guy wouldn't leave me alone.
Really, really disturbing.
It kept being Dave's. It looked just like this. It kept being Dave's face, and I kept clicking next, and it kept being his face.
It looked like one of these.
And finally, what? And finally, he stood up, and I'm like, I closed it. No, the truth is Dave basically was stalking me on the internet.
You're an idiot.
That's the truth.
You're so fired. You're so fired from the show. Forget it. I'm gonna go out and do my own show.
I keep telling you to go do your own show.
I'm gonna, as of right now.
Well, I mean, it's true. I mean, you were following me on Facebook. That is the truth. You were following me. I didn't know you. I kept seeing the likes. Dave likes this, likes that, and so finally, Dave sends me a message one day, and he's like, "Can I talk to you on the phone?" And it wasn't like now where I've got a phone number where any of you guys can just call me, you know. So I gave him. I probably gave you the fake number, and he called me up, and we just talked, and it ended up being kind of like this, where we just talked. We just talked about Van Halen guitars. Oh yeah, you know, whatever we just said. Like, oh,
It started off that I watched some of his YouTube videos. I was looking up Van Halen stuff, and came across his videos, his instructional videos, and I thought they were funny because all you could see are his legs and his guitar. You could never really see him.
My chat roulette videos.
And that's kind of the truth too. It's like all you could see were these red pants and a guitar.
Yeah,
and
nobody
and a guy playing a good lick. It was a good lesson. So I looked into him and friended him on Facebook, and exactly like Johnny said, I contacted him. I said, we should talk. Here's my number. Would you like to talk? And he said, okay.
Leave me alone.
So, I think he did ask if I was a stalker, though. I think he did ask. In all seriousness, I think he said, are you okay? Are you anything wrong with you?
He's like, well, yeah, but aside from that, no, because I
said I'm bald. That's about it. I play guitar for a living. Love to talk to you about guitar. I know you're an Eddie guy, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, no, I've had weirdos for years. Even recently. I get weirdos sending me messages, comments. Just not cool stuff. Hurtful stuff. Towards Dave. And I get all the comments because they all come to this channel. Stranger danger.
Like,
that's right, Charlie.
But the thing is, I really don't give a shit.
Oh, and you said ship.
Yes, with a T at the
end. Yeah, but no. The truth is, Dave sends me a message one day. Hey, can I call you? We ended up chatting. We talk on the phone, and it was just like this. Talk about guitars, Van Halen, whatever. And after a few times of that, I'm like, well, hey, why don't we just do that live over YouTube? Just talk to each other. And that's basically how this started, was just him and I just talking to each other. And that's really all this is. This isn't like an actual show. Although if you think it is, and that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually, thank God for the people in the chat, because I really don't want to be stuck talking to just him.
Well, that's how it was for a long time. We didn't have.
Thank God, people decided to join us and and relieve me of my misfortune.
We're not talking about chat roulette. Everybody's gonna go there now. Everybody's gonna go over there.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Now, the key question is: are there any girls on there, or is it just all dudes?
I don't know. We've got some girls on our chat. That's all that matters.
No, I know. I'm just saying in terms of roulette, chat roulette. I mean, if you're just gonna,
yeah. There's all different kinds of people, and it's not just.
The girls on chat roulette. All they're doing is laughing at the guys.
Exactly.
There's, I mean, it's not just all weirdness or whatever either. There's people. That's right, Brian. It's not just weird stuff. There's people that play music on there. They play guitar. It's like you go on there and all of a sudden there's a guy with the guitar and he'll just start playing and singing to you. Actually, you can search on YouTube. Search chat roulette on YouTube, and you'll see like compilations of like a bunch of different chat roulette videos, and you'll kind of see what it's like. So it's cool if you just want to, if you're sitting there, all your friends went out, you're sitting there at home alone. If you just want to talk to somebody, hit up chat roulette. You might actually make a friend.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Desiree's mad at me. She wants to know how I know about chat roulette. Quite frankly, you were gone.
He's the one that brought it up.
No, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Uh-oh.
I have never heard of that thing until Johnny just brought it up 5 minutes ago.
I never heard of it either.
He's the one. He's the big, YouTube guy.
But I have heard of YouPorn.
Yes, and RedTube. RedTube is the one.
Oh, come on. You really can't say that stuff on here.
Oh, sorry. All right. I was just waiting for you to say that, Johnny. I just wanted you to say you can't say that.
At least start swearing. At least you can, say a bad word. But yeah. You should have told me that, Dave. Huh? Uh-oh. Are you in trouble, man?
No, I'm sure I'm not.
No.
Yeah. Chat roulette. Yeah, I don't think it's as weird now as it probably was when it first started. Because Snapchat? Snapchat is huge now. Everybody's on it. It's totally cool. Snapchat in the beginning was the same kind of thing, where every picture on there was somebody's crotch. Now it's not like that. Yeah, now it's not like that anymore. It's an actual respectable app now.
I won't go on.
I actually bought stock in it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife wanted to buy it. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
Wow.
So yeah, we bought some stock in Snapchat. I wonder what it's at now. Take a look. Out of curiosity.
It's huge now.
It's yeah, I mean it's a big thing with the kids. It's still down from what we bought it at though. It's at 20 right now. We bought it at 24.
Ouch.
Yeah.
What's Facebook?
Facebook, that was the thing I wanted to get in at, and I said no at the time, and I should have. Facebook is at 148.
Oh my god!
And when it came out,
Imagine
it was
if you bought that at 20.
Yeah, well, when it came out, I think it was like in the 30s or 40s. So that would have been a smart move. Hopefully, Snapchat will bounce back.
Yeah, maybe people should put their crotch pictures back on it, and it'll bounce back.
It'll bounce back real fast.
A lot of bouncing.
Yeah. Exactly. By the way, Johnny, I was checking out your shirt. It's not just a camouflage shirt.
Yeah.
That is not just a camouflage shirt.
Yeah, it's
got mermaids.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have duckies and bunnies on it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got mermaids and little anchors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to Starbucks one time, and the Starbucks person was like, "Wow, I love your shirt." you know, because of the mermaid.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's like a Rorschach.
You don't see them?
No, because on our small photos are on top, right over the shirt.
They are?
Yeah.
Even when he's large?
Am I that short?
Nothing large. Oh yeah, now I see it. I see it on
Yeah.
the shoulder.
Yeah, look, there's an anchor there.
I was gonna say there's nothing
there's a
large about Johnny Beane.
mermaid sitting there. Yeah.
That's cool.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So what else?
I don't know. Are you guys good?
I'm good.
It's been 2 hours.
Has it been?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
10:02. Another fast show. Yeah, but anything compared to what you do, Mark, is
I know.
quick.
He's like, we're just getting warmed up here.
Yeah.
I know.
We have another 3 hours to go. Hey, listen, we were on, live and after the show, we were on for 4 hours with
McKnight.
McKnight the other night.
The other day.
We got on at 8 o'clock Eastern, and I remember saying, "It's midnight, guys. I gotta go."
Yeah, we were sitting there
cool.
talking for like another hour or something afterwards. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's got a lot to talk about.
That guy's a book of knowledge. That dude.
Yeah, I like his videos. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a good following. He's got a good connection with the Guitar World and Guitar Premiere. No, what is it? Guitar World and
Player.
Guitar Player. They both feature his stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, and everyone sends him gear.
Yeah,
You
he's
said-
kind of like
gear?
He's kind of like the Henning Pauly. You guys know Henning Pauly?
No.
Yeah. Oh, they're friends.
Are they?
Yeah, they know each other. Yeah.
Yeah, Henning Pauly is the guy. He has Etchy Pie something on. He does. He's in Europe and he does a lot of product reviews and stuff. He's a German guy.
He was the one. I remember I was watching one of his videos right around NAMM time, right before NAMM. He was down there early, like a few days earlier, and he hit up. I think it was him. He hit up the Denny's. There's a Denny's there, right there in Anaheim on Catella, maybe, that everybody hits up.
Oh yeah.
I think he was the one. He was sitting there eating.
Yeah, he's funny. He's got a funny personality.
Yeah.
Good dude. So cool.
Yeah, guys, you good?
Huh?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
All right, we're good. Thank you everybody for watching this and everything. It's been Friday,
It's been Friday.
hasn't it?
It's been Friday.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate
Oh,
you guys.
you're welcome. Thank you for coming on.
No, it's always a blast. Always a blast coming on with you guys.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Yes. All right, we'll see you guys.
That's very funny, Brian. That's very funny. Brian said, "My friend Aki Kami says 6 people are not good." Oh, that's great.
Oh, I missed that.
That's a catchphrase. You know, Johnny will say that to me. So you good? And that's like our catchphrase for when we want to leave. You guys good? Are you good?
Right.
And and our friend Aki Kami, Brian is his name. Whenever someone gives us a thumbs down, he'll say this funny, as many thumbs downs as we have, like 6 people like Crystal Pepsi or whatever. 6 people, 6 people are not good.
6 people are not good. I got you.
It's very funny.
6 people already headed over to chat roulette, I think.
John Constantine, yes, I love Butch Walker. So you are not alone, and neither is he.
I don't know him. I have to check him out.
Check him out.
Butch Walker.
Amazing songwriter, amazing producer. He sings and plays guitar. He's great. What a great entertainer.
I'll check it out. Very cool.
Yes. Brian. Man, this dude's a riot, man. And he's been on here. He's been on here a few times.
Yep. Yeah, he's been here from this house, from this location.
Yeah, sitting next to Dave.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks like Silent Bob. He's a mix between Silent Bob and a polar bear. Yeah, he'll tell you himself. Wait, you'll see. He's like a silent polar bear.
A silent polar bear. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, he just said it. Yeah, Silent Bob and polar bear.
Oh, okay. I was looking for someone named Bob, but it's a different name. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
you.
Akiyakami too.
Silent boob and polar bear.
There you go.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Wow, people are joining in.
Yes, 43 people still watching.
Thank you. We're gonna split. Maybe Joe. You want me to go live later on, podcast style? Maybe. Maybe I will, Millhouse.
That's the second time you've used that joke, and it's still funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, someone in the chat asked where did I get this shirt. This is a FU-tone shirt. Just so you guys know.
Awesome.
Yes, go see Adam Reaver over at fu-tone.com.
Yes. He's the man.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, Steve Anderson. Yeah, take a nap, and you'll have your guitar before you know it. All right, we'll see you guys. Dave, great to see you.
Same here. Great to be seen. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Mark,
thank you.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah, you guys come.
Check out tone-talk.com.
And subscribe.
The next time they're on, hit subscribe if you haven't already.
Thank you.
When's your next show?
June 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
June 2nd. Okay. And those will be the mystery guests.
We'll be announcing the mystery guests soon, probably next week.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. All right, we're out of here.
Thank you, guys. You rock.
Oh,
rock and roll. All right, Johnny Beane, johnnybeane.com, Snapchat Johnny Beane. Follow me there. Instagram Johnny Beane. Follow me there as well. You can follow Dave after this.
Yeah, redtube.Johnny Beane.
All right. I'm going to have to get that domain quick. All right, see you guys.